Hello everyone, welcome back to Watcher of Realms, fellow commanders, fellow summoners. We are here in the midst of the 3rd anniversary. Hope you guys are enjoying it. It's pretty decent. I wouldn't say necessarily it's the best, but it's pretty decent, especially with some things like Azor's Master Smithy. There's a decent amount to keep us occupied, including this lady. Now, I will admit, the design is pretty good, however, it is quite reminiscent of someone we got a few years ago, and that is, of course, Lust. Yeah, lots of similarities between that design and this one. However, that being said, I do need an anti-air lord, and yes, I do not have Yovar, and yeah, Jezebelle's also pretty darn good in terms of this particular thing, and the design is pretty good, you know. Lady sitting in the chair, I guess they typically tend to be pretty good heroes, I guess. And of course we have the lucky pick here, which started out as Sithra, but now it is a pick that you can choose on your own. I have over 400 ancient summons, so I am ready. I would say ready. I am reluctant, but if I need to go to double Lord Pity, at least in this case, I am capable of doing so. Again, I'd rather not. Here we go. So, whom should we choose? I already knew who I'm going to choose, but I have some pretty decent choices. I will be honest with you, I have some pretty decent choices. But, you know, I'll be honest with you, I kind of want Carnelian. I think probably the smartest choice might be Gretchen. I'm not the biggest fan of Gretchen's design, though. Yeah, I know, that's really lame. It's all about the design. No, it's not all about the design, but the design does kind of figure into it. And her design actually isn't too bad. I like Nastaya's design. I can never pronounce her name 100% correct. I'm always like 80% of the way there. I don't have her, and I really would want her. However, Gretchen's design is just, it's too similar. I'm not a fan of it. I think there's a lot of good designs in Watcher Realms, but there's actually a good number of them that are too close for my liking, and they could basically be skins of one another. Kind of like, well, I just said about Lust and you know that. So, yeah. But I like Carnelian. Carnelian's different. We don't have any other meta female orcs I can really think off the top of my head. So that's kind of cool, you know? That's pretty cool. So, yeah, it's her or Durza, actually, are the two ones, the main ones I was kind of leaning with. There's a few others here that I would kind of maybe put in the mix. Sergei's a good choice. Erlen Shang. I'm tired of seeing him in anti-air going against him. Gretchen, again, is probably the best choice. Sithra is really good as well. I'm going to go Carnelian. I like that thing. And plus, I could use her in my Guild Wars as well. Durza hasn't had an official ban, though, so that's cool. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and start ripping. Hopefully, oh my goodness. Whew. Let's just rip off the bandage, shall we? And let's hit those... Yes. Yes. Let's go. Let's see what we can do with these summons. We are gonna just go full swing. We're not starting off on a good footing. But we'll see. Hopefully your summons are just as good, if not better than mine. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that is terrible. Blue to the gills, that's what it makes me. Blue to the gills. Okay, purple, that's better, but still only one purple. That's still very bad. Let's beef it up a lot. Let's dial it up. Let's dial it up. Come on, let's make it much, much better. Dial it by 20. We dialed it by 3. That's not enough. We need to dial it by 20. We need a legendary. Oh my goodness. You know... There's people on Reddit who have their summons, and then there's me. This reminds me of the state of Star Wars. Very blue, right? Very blue. Yeah, I know every single video I'm talking about fucking Star Wars. Star Wars is my favorite franchise of all time. Here we go, with the legendary. All I had to say is Star Wars is dead, and they're gonna give it something to me. What am I gonna get?
High in the mantle of heaven, you believed yourselves God.
That's Jezebelle? That's Jezebelle, right?
Yet your wings, faith, pride, all towers built on fragile lies. You will be locked inside as they fall.
There we go. Another lady on the throne is mine. That was actually not too bad for the Lord. Now, they did introduce, for those of you not familiar with, they did introduce a non-Lord pity, I believe, about a month or two ago. So, that being said, that was pretty early for the Lord. Let us check what our pity is, and if there is a pity. Let's see here. Oh. It's only for... Yeah, well, I mean, actually, I kind of did that. But the pity timer for legendary hero is 130. Okay. So, let's go ahead and go for at least a legendary hero. And see what we get. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. And, yeah. So, where are we? So, we've gotten... Unless... Do the Lords count as a regular hero? Excluding Legendary Lord. Okay, good. Okay, so it's excluding. Okay, so... So, we've got, 30. I can't count. 60. We've got 80. We've got... 100. So so we're pretty close. About 30 away, so we'll pop another 30 or so. Yeah, we'll spend a few more for your viewing pleasure and try and get a legendary hero. Against resets, no guarantee is gonna be Carnelian, but we'll see what we can do. It'll be exciting to just spend these and lose them, right? Alright. So hopefully we've hit pity now, and we are going to hit our legendary hero here. Right, 130. Yep, here we go. Okay, what's the legendary hero? What's the legendary hero? Ooh, Dasami. Dasami is another one that's pretty good for the Chaos. I guess I could use him. So there's that. Constellation Prize is not Carnelian. I'm not a fan of the lizard folk in terms of their designs. They're just lizards wearing stuff. It's not the worst, but and there's a good number of lizards. So, you know, those summons were kind of disappointing. I'll be honest with you, they were kind of disappointing. But at least I got Jezebelle. That was the main goal, so I guess I can't complain in that regard. But my goodness, a little bit anticlimactic there, but we saved some summons, so we got Jezebelle. So there we go. Hope you guys get Jezebelle too if you go for her. I'm not so sure how good she is, but I've heard she's pretty good. So hopefully she lives up to it. So thank you all so much for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.